This is Arana Nation with a call to action. This is a call to action here right now. I'm calling on the Yellow Vest movement to join forces with the GM workers in the Durham region, to join forces and to create a large rally, a march on Oshawa, and if needs be, occupy the GM factory in Oshawa, Ontario. That is what I'm calling for right now. And I'm dead serious. And the media will be forced to pay attention to us, and the government will be forced to pay attention to us, both the federal and the provincial government, and we will have our voices heard right now as we speak. We have several demonstrations which are about to take place in the Durham region and which have already taken place. GM workers with their unions protesting the decision of a foreign-owned company, GM, General Motors, which has come to our country, which has taken our workers for 70 plus years to a godforsaken factory, having people forced to wake up at early in the morning, sometimes go to work with no breakfast, work their fingers to the bone, and many of these people even have 2-3 jobs on top of that and still can't pay their mortgage or their rent or their hydro or for groceries, and now have decided now that the perfect window of opportunity has appeared. They're going to move to Mexico or wherever they're moving to, where they can pay their workers way less than they pay in Canada, 2 cents or some crap like that. And that's just wicked. That is evil. That is wicked. Yes, we have a long-haired, 2-time Canadian betraying Matt Daddy, son of Satan, Justin Trudeau at the helm of this country. And yes, he's created a very unfriendly business environment. But the fact is that when you decide to destroy an entire community and force people to go into poverty and into the unemployment lines because you decide that you want to move to a place where you can pay people almost nothing, that's evil, that's wicked, you're going to hell. And it makes it worse, the fact that you're a foreign-owned company which came to Canada and which bought out our Canadian car company, McLaughlin. You said, we got you, everything is fine, and now you do this. That's evil, that's wicked, and we should march against you. The Yellow Vest movement was created for the average men and women of France who are tired of being screwed by the system. That is what the Yellow Vest movement was created for. We now in Canada have the largest Yellow Vest community outside of Europe, and we need to take ourselves seriously. So instead of creating rallies talking about how bad Islam is and talking about immigration, which is a joke, we need to save that for a different venue, because I support that. I'm against illegal and unregulated immigration and Islam and all that stuff, but that's not a Yellow Vest topic. We need to join forces with the working class of this country. We need to join forces with the oil workers and the people of Alberta who are being screwed by big oil right now. Well, big oil is ruining Alberta, but right now we need to go piece by piece. We need to join forces with the GM workers in the Durham region, march on Oshawa, and if needs be, occupy that factory. And I guarantee you, if the media doesn't pay attention to us now, they will pay attention when we storm that factory and when we march on Oshawa. I guarantee you they will listen to us and the world will listen to us, and I would support it. I would be out there. You'd see me, and if we march on that factory, I would join you. Oh, hell yeah, I would join you. I would join you. If I have to. We occupy the offices of the GM executives if we have to. And we can ask people to bring canned food, drinks, supplies, provisions, all sorts of stuff to help us. We have a camp out. We occupy just like the Occupy movement. It's serious. The Yellow Vest movement, you see them out there in France. They're not joking around. They're not playing games. You see them. They occupy toll roads. They occupy roads. They occupy Paris. They're not joking around, and we shouldn't joke around either. So you come and join me. I'm advocating for this right now. Let's have a serious show of force. And this isn't some, we're just going to stand out for a few minutes and just whatever. This is a serious show of force. We have speakers and people who will speak with us and march with us, rally with us. We can call on politicians who are on our side to march with us. If they're serious, they will. You know they will, because you see in France what's happening right now. But we can't allow this. We can't allow this. And then when we're done, we have to go and show our solidarity with the people of Alberta who are being screwed by the big oil companies, who are abandoning Alberta, abandoning the people of Alberta who have given their loyalty to these oil companies, which is destroying Alberta and making it a desert. We need to occupy each and every one of these oil fields and oil rigs and oil offices and have a march on Calgary, Edmonton, all over the place. That's the Western Canadian Yellow Vest movement can take care of that. But we here need to do something here and help our brothers and sisters in the Durham region who work for GM. We need to do something, and we need to do something serious. And one final note. Doug Ford and Lisa McLeod said that the greatest welfare is a job. Now, I want to warn Doug Ford and Lisa McLeod and the PCs, who I still support and I helped them get elected, but I don't want them to move too close to the elite neoliberal establishment wing of the party. And I want to warn them and say, look, a job is important. I agree with you. But you have to understand that there are many people who work 2, 3 jobs and who still can't pay their mortgage, their rent, pay for groceries, and pay for hydro on top of that. You have people working not just with their hands, but people working in the medical field, people working in many different, the education field, and all over and in between, who work and who still can't pay the bills. And you need to understand that a job is important, but when we have a job, we need to have one which will take care of us, which we can trust to help us, which will be on our side, and which won't be like pulling teeth to give us a raise if we are in poverty. We take care of these job people. We go to work. We obey, we do all sorts of stuff, run up and down, we go home, we're tired, we can't even have a life. So the least they can do is help us out when we need it. And we need to know that if they come here to this country, we need to know that they're going to stand with us, even if we have a long-haired Matt Daddy, 2-time and son of Satan, who is destroying our business environment, and who, instead of abandoning us and going to some third world country where they will wickedly hire people at less rates than they would here, which is a very wicked and evil thing to do, they will work in solidarity with us, the people, and who will work to get that long-haired Matt Daddy out of the helms of the government of Canada and stand on our side in that measure. So, yes, a job is important, but the job needs to also take care of its people. This is the Arana Nation calling for a march on Oshawa.